Legendary promoter Bob Arum has voiced strong opposition to the proposed Muhammad Ali American Boxing Revival Act, warning that it could leave fighters exposed to exploitative and unethical business practices. Arum, 94, with more than 6 decades in the sport and a resume including Muhammad Ali, Manny Pacquiao, and Tyson Fury, penned a detailed letter to the House Committee on Education and the Workforce outlining the act's shortcomings. The legislation, pushed by Dana White and executives from TKO, seeks to create a unified boxing organization, or UBO, modeled on the UFC's business structure. Under the proposal, fighters would sign exclusive contracts with the promotion while rankings would be managed independently of established sanctioning bodies such as the WBO, WBC, and IBF. Proponents claim this structure would grow the sport, give fighters more options, and improve safety and financial transparency. Critics, however, fear it would concentrate power in the hands of promoters, limiting autonomy for fighters and potentially creating monopolistic conditions. In his letter, Arum highlighted that the current draft of the Ali Revival Act does not ensure key protections for fighters. As presently drafted, the conditions required for an entity to qualify as a UBO do not include the protections for fighters set forth by the original Ali Act, Arum wrote. He pointed out that UBOs would not be prohibited from entering coercive contracts, would not be required to provide financial disclosures, and would not be bound by rules establishing a firewall between managers and promoters. Arum called the legislation incredibly problematic and entirely unjustifiable, questioning why Congress would allow such exemptions. Put simply, there is no reason for Congress to actively remove these protections for those fighters who choose to sign with a UBO, and there is no reason for a UBO to be exempt from complying with these protective measures, he wrote. The concerns raised by Arum reflect broader tension in boxing between promoters seeking centralized control and fighters striving for autonomy and fair compensation. While TKO and White argue that a UBO could modernize the sport and increase visibility for fighters, critics caution that the structure could replicate the exact pitfalls seen in other combat sports where promoters wield excessive influence. With the Ali Revival Act under congressional review, voices like Arum's highlight the need for careful oversight to balance innovation in the sport with the rights and safety of those who compete. The debate continues as lawmakers, promoters, and fighters weigh whether the creation of UBOs will truly elevate boxing or put the athletes who make it possible at a disadvantage.